EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Chargers of San Diego taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll buy some time right. And that one complete downfield to Allen. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They snap it to Herbert. That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talking into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their timing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And he rifles one incomplete. The Texans at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
19 tight. Dragon 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, if my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Stroud sets up the play action. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
19.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Option right, here's Stroud. He's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. In motion right is Davis. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But with the veterans who are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pick up there. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more on that one and another first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert now. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they're still looking at fourth down now. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Traylon Burks from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Next to score, Texans 21, Chargers 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Left thing, 19.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So there's an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 46-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 24 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it again with Chubb. Now he's loose down the middle of the field, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Stroud off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Chubb on the read option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Let's go now.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support him. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Second and 10.
59.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw right side, we're going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. Looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They fail to connect on 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They go up the middle with Chubb. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Texans are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
To number 89. A gain of 33 yards on the play.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 1st and goal. Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Herbert. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Throwing, Herbert. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Texans 40. Chargers 36.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Go street. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To throw with Stroud. Open man complete downfield to Davis. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Fairbairn good with So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter play. Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Texans, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for the Texans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.